So what is that guy, Dave, up to now? Is that thing on?
So this was last weekend's chore. This was all overgrown with Japanese knotweed. Incredibly invasive. So I rented a walk behind bush hog. Spent 3.5 hours mowing this down. And I may have had a bit of a medical episode at the end, but I recovered. Probably just heat exhaustion, or maybe because I'm an old man, and that was way too much work for me. So, if you don't know, this is Japanese knotweed. Incredibly invasive. Our hope here is to just get this under control. Mostly over on the other side where I mowed, but at some point we're going to have to deal with this because it's going to start coming in. In the spring I weed whacked it when it was about 3 feet tall. I came back 2 weeks later and it was almost 10 feet tall. So this stuff, you could almost watch it grow. So can't use Roundup or any kind of herbicide because, as you can see right there, that's our drinking water well. So we're going to have to use mechanical methods. Now this is some seedlings that were run over with the lawnmower last week. And as you can see, they're already recovering and coming back up again. So this stuff is awful. Anybody that's had to deal with it knows it is not something you want on your property. You can look up here. This is the hydrant that a couple of years ago the previous owner came in here with a bush hog pulled behind a tractor and hit this hydrant. Another job we got to do, repair job, so that'll be coming maybe in the fall. We have some nice, well, that's not a black walnut, that's a sumac. So there's a sumac. There's another sumac. And then the rest of these are all black walnuts, which we plan on keeping. But they've been mown over so many times, there's so many shoots coming up, we'll probably just cut those back to just a single shoot and grow it into a single tree. The good news is Japanese knotweed does not grow around the base of a black walnut. So thinking about maybe trying to collect a whole bunch of black walnuts and soak them in water, chew them up, and maybe spray that on Japanese knotweed and see if that has any effect on it. But it's really a horrible thing. It's like so many of these invasive species that come from Asia. They just take over and you can't control them. So that's it. Today's job is maybe just to weed whack some of the sprouts that have come up. Some of the things I missed last weekend, and then work on my fruit forest, which is out here. You can't really see it, but I've weed whacked 7 circuit labyrinth in here. So labyrinth is kind of I don't know, it's a meditation tool. You walk around, you just follow the path. Let the path lead you where it takes you. There's only one way in, one way out, only one route. And you start at the beginning and you end at the beginning. It's sort of a metaphor for life. I wish I had a drone, because then I could maybe get a good shot of this. I'm going to try later with maybe a wide angle lens and a really, really long monopod, but I'm not sure if that'll work out for me. But anyway, hidden in here we have 4 Kentucky coffee trees and 4 pawpaws. I just last weekend planted a 3-foot tall tulip tree, Liriodendron tulipifera. So this area we're in is former Carolinian forest. And my hope is to try and reintroduce as many Carolinian trees as possible, trees and shrubs that used to grow here naturally. Right now this is just a lot of non-native stuff. Lots of black locust, Norway or Manitoba maples, just junk. There is a shagbark hickory hidden over here somewhere that I'd like to encourage to grow, but lots of other little seedlings in the bush, in the forest, the other parts of the property. So I'm going to try and transfer that into my my fruit forest here. So back in the distance is my shiny home away from home. It's my buddy's place, and I bought that old used Airstream to put here. So I come down on whenever I have a chance and do work around here and hang out in my Airstream and just enjoy nature. So I don't know what else to say. There's some Japanese knotweed I missed there. So that'll be coming out. But anyway, that's it for now. So this is the plan that I use to create the labyrinth. As you can see, I made it 30 meters in diameter. So you just see you come in here and then you just basically follow the whole path until you get to the center. And then you leave, you walk all the way around and come out here. And that's pretty simple, sort of. It was a little bit difficult to lay out, or I guess to get in my head on how to lay it out. And then once I kind of got that, everything kind of came together. So now it's just a matter of maintaining it, and maintaining the paths. That simple. This is the entrance to my labyrinth. It's my little guide who turns on at night. There's the entrance. I'm not going to walk you through it right now, but farther down here we've got future vegetable garden. Hopefully I'm going to plant winter ryegrass in here. In the fall. and probably put in some garlic, a couple of 100 heads of garlic, and then we'll see what happens next spring. Finish off the garden. Sounds like lawn tractor has run out of gas, so it's time for me to go. So here I am in another part of the property. As you can see, this is near a road, major road. So look over here, this is another building, I don't know. Somebody said it was, I don't know what it was. Anyway, I'd like to convert it into a cigar lounge or something. Get away from everybody and enjoy without disturbing other people. So as we come up here, we see this house. This house used to be part of this property, but it was severed off and sold separately. The property that's kept right now is not has no house on it, hence the trailer. So the reason I brought you over in here is we have some Kentucky coffee trees growing. This is what they look like. So as you can see, there are lots of seedlings in here, which we're going to transfer out into the forest. They're all there. Let's see if I can find the parent tree. I've never actually looked for it before. So that kind of looks like it up there. You can see that. The way the leaves are configured, or the way the leaves are growing. Not looking too healthy. A lot of bark being stripped, falling off of it and falling over, so I think we need to rescue these trees that are here while we can. As you can see, I was going to say there used to be a bunch of Japanese knotweed in here, but it looks like somebody's cleaned a bunch of it out, so that's good. So lots of seedlings everywhere. This looks like an interesting little bush. Not sure what it is. Anybody knows? Appreciate it. So as we come out of here, you'll see there's some more Kentucky coffee trees here. Here. And there's the Japanese knotweed I was talking about. So still some in here. It's not as bad, it looks controllable. That's good. There's another Kentucky coffee tree. Not looking the greatest. More Japanese knotweed. And that's it for this part. So I had to show you this crazy tree. This is a honey locust. Most people see honey locust, the thornless variety. This is the thorn variety, and it is just crazy. Thorns all as far as you can see. And they actually put out new thorns. So there's a green one growing out with a little shoot on it. So there's 3 of these trees here. I've never seen them with thorns before. It's pretty crazy. I think I'm going to try and collect some seeds this fall and see if I can grow some of my own. Anyway, I'm kind of trespassing on neighbor's property, so I'm going to go.